Hey guys, what is up? I am Double Driven. It's Monday. It's ladder leverage day. It's KINGCHEZZ day. We got KINGCHEZZ with us. He's going to Challenger here. We don't know when, but KINGCHEZZ, welcome. Great to have you.
Thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure to be here. Really psyched to be back. Had a lot of fun last time, and hopefully we can have a lot of fun this time. And thanks for the Challenger shout out. I'm looking forward to that as well.
Definitely get your TLG Dragons in the chat for Chez come Challenger time. This is the list you came up with. You've been doing really well with it. Let's go through some of the cards. A card you don't see too often, Ale the Ancestors. So you have to play this a specific way to get maximum value.
For sure. I'm still not 100% sure it's correct in the list, but I mean, right now at the start of the patch with the lack of artifact removal, it seems really good. Plus the fact you're running 3 other artifacts means it's pretty good. The one downside to it is it's fighting for positioning on when to be played. There's a lot of cards you want to play very early in round 3, but the upside to this card is it's 3 points every 2 turns, which is really nice. It's basically a 15-point card in round 3 for 12 provisions. That also protects all your engines. This is an engine-heavy deck, so Ale of the Ancestors fits all of those things. The one downside to it is it is slightly fighting for when it wants to be played. There's a lot of cards you want to be playing early.
Yeah,
but it's a really nice card, really cool card.
Yeah, especially too since a lot of your cards are like answer cards. You got Sheldon, you got Regis Bloodlust, you got Sarissa. So if they do play something that you can remove, it's kind of like, do I need to remove it right now? Do I need these other 3 points, or do I need this thing to die? So that's something you just got to feel out with, what deck you're playing against and whether or not they really need that card. You do have Roach in here too.
So Roach is a funny one, right? Because when I first made this deck after the patch, Roach didn't make the cut because it got nerfed, and I was like, well, maybe I can come up with some different ways to make this deck work without Roach. But honestly, Roach isn't in the deck necessarily. Just like when you run Roach, you think of it as a thinning tool, right? It's there to help you thin, get to your good cards. But in this deck, it's actually in there for tempo in round 1, because you need to be able to pass after 3 cards a lot of the time with this deck. And on Blue Coin, you're playing a lot of slow tempo plays with your agitators and stuff. So having Roach as 3 extra tempo to really get you be able to get you that pass in round 1 is super key. So the thinning is nice, but I think Roach is mainly in the deck here for the additional tempo in round 1 to stop you from losing your card. Really nice for that.
Yeah. Our old friend Ockfist, even though it's Crimson Curse, Ockfist, if you can get this card to pop off, especially against some of the swarm lists that are going on right now, it's backbreaking. I mean, it's absolutely backbreaking.
Yeah, I think Ockfist is one of the very best point efficient cards in the game. By that I mean it easily finds more value than its 9 provisions. It plays for in a long range 3, or play for like 15-16 points, something like that, which is really nice off a 9 provision card. The problem with Ockfist is when you're running it in decks that don't have any other engines that need targeting. But in this deck, there's lots of things that your opponent wants to shut down. So by the time you've played Ockfist, they've normally used all their removals, so Ockfist just goes through for free. Plus you have lots of ways to buff it and protect it from certain damages with leader and whatnot.
Yeah, it seems like right now that everybody is playing like pretty wide, I think. So I think Ockfist is a good choice. Regis Bloodlust, I absolutely love this card. A lot of people think it's like kind of like a tell on the power creep for Gwent, but I really don't think that.
Yeah. So the thing with Regis Bloodlust, right, is that it's pretty much just filling the gap that Unicorn Kerenix vacated, right? Like they got nerfed and Regis Bloodlust came in. So Regis Bloodlust is the same amount of provisions as one of those, so he easily fits in that slot. He's better than Ifrit because of the things he can counter. Now he's only really better against monsters, because against monsters you can kill Death Wish units without triggering the Death Wish. which helps against things like Rock Fiends, against like Bridge Trolls, but it also helps a lot against the new Detlaf card, right? The new Detlaf Higher Vampire, because you can lead a charge it down to 3 and then Regis it, and the card's out of the game for good. So Regis has some really good uses in this current meta because monsters is really prevalent. But against all other factions, Ifrit is almost as good, so don't worry if you don't have the Regis Bloodlust card right now, but you do have Ifrit. Ifrit's a perfectly fine substitute in that slot.
Absolutely. Another really great card from the set, Sarissa, just a super good card. It's so versatile, especially in this deck where you got, you know, pings available. She's usually going to find her full value. Really great card. Sure. I love this. Plus, too, she has Harmony, so she does get a couple jumps here and there with her Harmony tag.
Yeah.
Sheldon Skaggs is your big removal, right? That's the one you want to target with Ifleen and your...
Yeah. Sheldon is like your Sheldon's your finisher card. He's great against monsters if they're playing tall because he can trade up on a spear tip if you get him tall enough. But he's also just good in a short range 3, even if they only play like a 5-point card. If you hit it with an 8-point Sheldon, it's still a 13-point play, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, and usually if you're hitting something like that, it's something they need. They need that to stick, and if you take it out, you got him. Locks are always key. Plus, too, it's a movement component. You got crushing traps in here, so that always lines up real nice. Smugglers, this is a long round deck, so they have to answer these. If they don't, you're just getting constant carryover.
The thing with Smugglers is that they're often not even used in a long range. They're mainly used for carryover in range 2 when your opponent dry passes you. You play these in range 2. And you get 4 points of carryover if you play it at the start. That's 4 points into range 3 that you're going to have that you wouldn't have had if you don't have Smugglers. Smugglers are actually, in my opinion, the most underrated engine in the game because they're 1 point a turn engine. They are carryover, so they're really good in range 1 and 2 where most engines aren't. And 3, they protect your other engines, so if they buff a defender, they've protected it and activated it. If they buff Ockfist, they've protected it. That's really good for you. And 4, if they do end up buffing Sheldon, they're a 2-point a turn engine. So there's loads of really cool things you can do with Smugglers. I think Smugglers are the most underrated engine in the game right now. Really, really, really strong card, so long as you build a deck that suits them.
Absolutely.
They're really, really good.
Absolutely. Then, like you said, you got the big engine, your defenders. The only thing you got to worry about these is like a Geralt or Rivia, Geralt Pro. I haven't seen as much Geralt Pro as last season. I don't know why, but
at the start of the meta, people tend to want to be as proactive as possible, and then after a few days, people then start going control-y to try and beat those proactive decks. I think Geralt's now starting to see a bit more play. Honestly, defenders are possibly cuttable from this list because they play into tool removal, but the whole list is things that need to be answered. And if they use a Geralt on your defender, it means you can then buff your Ockfist up to above 8 and to 8 or above, and you don't mind. So I think defenders are correct, especially with Ale of the Ancestors being able to reactivate them, so you don't have to worry about them getting damaged because Ale of the Ancestors has got you covered on that one.
Absolutely, yeah. And then you got your thin components here, the Mahakam Volunteers, and then the Broccolin Sentinels, a really nice Wild Hunt Rider type card that Scoia'tael got. I really like these cards as well.
For sure. The thinning's needed. You need to run these cards because witches are no longer viable. So you need things that thin. You've got Roach, you've got those 2 muster units, and you've also got the Summoning Circle. The Summoning Circle is really, really, really useful. Typically, I play this turn 1 if I'm on red coin in round 1. It will only thin you 1 card, but it will pull you an Agitator, which is super good because your Summoning Circle is then providing you 1 thinning, plus also getting you 2 points of carryover for free, which is super, super good. If for some reason if you didn't happen to draw this card in round 1 and you get it in round 3, it's worth 16 points if you have 2 traps in hand and you have 2 Dragoons in deck. Because what it'll do is it'll pull 2 Dragoons, and each Dragoon's worth 8 points because it'll give you 4 extra points on your traps as well as the 4-point body. So Summoning Circle is just a really, really strong card in this, but its best use is in round 1 on red coin just to thin so that you draw into your other key cards later on.
Right. Yeah, and the 4 provision cards.
Yeah, they kind of filler cards. Dragoon is obviously great with traps and stuff because it reactivates them. It's also good with Smuggler. Skirmisher is probably the most cuttable of the 4 provision cards, but Skirmisher is just a really nice 5 for 4. 5 points for 4 provisions that can kill things, whilst also being able to trigger your volunteers. It helps get your volunteers out. And Agitator is absolutely key. Agitator is super, super good. It's carryover. It's what the whole deck revolves around. And it's like a 6 for 4 if you buff Sheldon. It activates your defenders, which is really nice because then you don't have to use leader charges. And yeah, it's just a really cool, really, really strong card, Agitator in this deck.
Yeah, it's definitely a haymaker of a list. I like it a lot. I've been liking Scoia'tael in the patch, so I'm definitely going to be playing this sometime this week, and hopefully getting some levels on it. But here's a couple games, guys. We'll see you guys at the end.
I'm doing it today.
Ooh, now how does it do against the new bear leader?
I haven't actually played this much, but it's generally just really good in the long range, so it normally wins in long range. So you want to kick the volunteer, yeah. You're on good coin, so I think you can probably just keep this hand. This hand looks pretty good. Maybe kick Skirm, potentially, if you like. You're not going to play Skirm, so the only, yeah, that's fine. The only downside to that mulligan was if you hit the other sentry dude, but I think that's fine.
Sentinel, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
And when are you playing Summoning Circle, in round 1 or round 2?
So normally I'd play it round 1 to get thin in and get some more carryover with your Agitator. But as you got both Agitators in hand, there is an argument to just keep it for round 3. Question is this guy going to try and bleed us round 2? I don't think so. I think this guy is generally just a...
they want to
yeah, long range 3, right? They want a long range 3 generally, so I think I just start off with Agitator into Sheldon here.
Our brothers in the valleys need us.
So what do you think of Crimson Curse so far? It's really good, isn't it? I think it's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of new cool cards that I'm really happy about. Obviously, the bugs and stuff need to be addressed, but other than that, I think it's been a really, really good expansion. Way better than Midwinter update.
Absolutely, yeah. So we go with Skags, or we just leave it alone?
No, yeah, you go volunteers here. You want to get your volunteers out. No, not Agitator volunteers. You want to do your thinning.
Oh, yeah.
You want to thin.
Leave it to us.
Because we're on red coin, going second, we can just afford to play really slow here. We can play another Agitator next turn. It doesn't make any difference. And then probably look to pass. The whole point of this deck is to have lots of carryover going into round 3. So like you go into round 3 with like 10 extra points than your opponent, which is nice.
Yeah, especially when they're
at times
like targeted removal stuff, you know. Like Sarissa. Sarissa's insanely good, man. This is probably one of the best cards that they printed in this set.
Yeah, she's really good, especially in this deck, because like a lot of it is hand buffy stuff. I think you just drop the Agitator now. Yeah, I agree on the Agitator.
We'll pay men back for the...
Hopefully he doesn't pass here. If he passes here, then I mean, it's not the end of the world, but we'd rather he didn't pass here.
So we're looking to pass next turn.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
That's good for us. That's some good cards we got out of him here, but not a lot.
So we're out?
Yep, seems good to me.
Yeah, Hame and Vicarl. Vicarl, you would think would be one of his, like, finishers.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good card.
Alright.
So, you want to kick your Dragoon here. And then probably the Skirm. Okay. Back to square one.
We'll probably get a good Regis target. So he's for sure pushing.
Well, I mean, that's thinning, right? You want to get your thinning done. I think you just start it with your smuggler. I think you just start with smuggler melee and hope that he passes.
Well, he's gonna play one more, right?
Probably. He'll probably play at least one more. That's a good buff for you, though, because you're able to play. Alright, so he is pushing. He is pushing.
He's just doing it, huh? So do we use Regis now?
I think you probably keep Regis for a little bit. I think you just play your summoning circle now. You need to get it down as soon as possible. If he is pushing.
Can we get that in one card? Yeah, we could. Yeah, with Sheldon. Worst case scenario.
I think you'd probably just do it with leader pings. Because we're only down 9. So if you use Sarissa plus a leader charge, you'll do it. Plus get some carryover. It's pretty nice.
Pansy.
Oh boy. He's all in now. So we gotta Regis that, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think you Regis that. That's a good Regis target.
Yeah, because if that gets out of hand, we're in trouble.
For sure.
And man, if we could somehow get a way to get up on him here. No, he didn't. Alright, so what's the best way to grab it up?
So we need 7 points here. I think you just drop the defender here. Place for 7, which is enough. And then just pass.
Nice. Oh, I probably should have used my summoning circle, huh?
No, you couldn't. It would have. You would have had to have played another card if you used Summon Circle.
Oh yeah, and nothing. Yeah, there's nothing 3 provisions. So just drop a skirmisher.
Yeah, I think skirmish is your worst card here. You then have to kick that. Okay, so we're back. So we're missing Ithlin and we're missing Ockfist and we're missing Second Trap. And I guess Smuggler. But Smuggler's fine. So we're on 9. You want to make sure you always want to play Ale on an odd number, but you can't play it here because it doesn't have a buff target. So I think you just start with Defender and Leader charge it. So probably play Defender front row and Leader charge it to back row.
It's a nice little 7-point engine, though. They got to use something big to get going on it.
Yeah, we can always reactivate it with Ale of the Ancestors.
True.
Ale of the Ancestors is in the deck to reactivate those and to protect smugglers and stuff. It's just to protect the engines, really. So we're on even numbers, so we don't need to play Ale of the Ancestors this turn. In that case, I think you just use Dragoon here and move one of those to the front. Seems okay.
Slaughter them to a man!
Because I think we're going to get a better lock target in this deck. I'm pretty sure he's going to be running lots of things that we want to lock.
I just wonder if this trap isn't going to activate some berserk stuff.
It should be okay. It should be okay. Okay, so now I think you play Sarissa. Yeah.
And just hit the
2. Yeah, kill the 2.
What are we buffing?
Buff Sheldon. Buff Sheldon. Because it's on Sheldon, it's like a 4-point buff because he gets the damage as well. So every buff Sheldon takes, he doubles the buff. Which is quite nice.
So next we play the Ale, huh?
We were supposed to play Ale that turn, but I mean that was actually a misplay by me. I mean, we lose 3 points from it. Yeah, it was probably... We should have played it last turn, actually. Now I guess we just play... I mean, we don't have any plays we need to make this turn, so you can just drop ale so that we don't forget next time.
Play it on the...
Dragoon. Boost the Dragoon. There's no need to buff the other thing. Yeah, so we lost 3 points there because of a slight misplay.
So next we locked probably the next engine.
I think you leave the one in the front to keep growing because that'll just give you a better...
Sheldon.
Yeah, so I think you lock the one in the back here.
Humans are not to be trusted.
Not bad. Hopefully he doesn't have Geralt Pro. Oh wow, we could just take that out, huh?
We could do.
That's going to be his big target though, right?
Yeah, but I'm trying to think, can we kill it without having to use Sheldon?
So this is 3. We could do it in 2 leader charges.
Leader charges are with 4 here though because of trap. I think you just Sheldon it. I think you do just Sheldon it, but feels kind of bad, but I think you do just Sheldon it.
Aye, aye, as soon as I finish my pay.
Use your ale. Buff the 5, probably.
I think the only way we lose is if he has like Geralt Pro or Geralt Revervia.
Yeah, some sort of total.
So you move it and
move it to the front and skirmish around there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So we get 1 more ping off the Ancestor. The only thing that sucks is we didn't get the Thin on this.
Yeah, we might still get the Thin on that. We might play it 2 or something. So you play a trap now. You have to play trap this too. And you buff the Skirm.
Well, this one's going to trip this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he gave us a target. And why didn't that activate? Oh, okay. I was going to say that it just was kind of slow there. Oh, that worked out perfect.
So...
Oh, we didn't get a ping with Ale.
No, that's what I mean. We should have played it 1 turn earlier. We got the extra ping. If you play it on an odd number, you'll get it. You'll get maximum value from it.
So no matter what, we're moving Berna, right? Or the well, we can move the Sob Blood and I can kill it.
So I'm trying to work it, and that's it. If you move this, so we've got a 10-point trap. If we move Burner, our trap is worth 12, but we lose 2 points on the dude. So it doesn't actually matter. Doesn't really matter which of the 3 in the back you move. Makes no difference. It's the same amount of points. So now you have to kill that with your 2-point dude. Alright, so we're up 18 here.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The question is, what's he popping here? Oh, he didn't have nothing.
Easy win.
Yeah, he saved his... Yeah, if he would have had Vicarl here, he'd have won.
Mm-hmm. Maybe, I doubt that, but maybe.
And he probably should have put that next to the totem, since he didn't activate it yet. So he gets 5 and 5. Yeah, he loses by 4 points.
Mm-hmm. No, because he gets 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, plus that 5. Oh yeah, I forgot about his meter getting an extra charge here. So he ends up losing by 7. Not
Nice.
that long way behind them.
Yeah, he'd have won if he'd have kept his Vaccaro. Good game. All right, let's play one more. Yeah, I was gonna say, how does it do against
Let's get to work.
It's pretty good
Dettlaff?
against them.
Does it do
It's
good
pretty
against?
good against Dettlaff. Yeah, because you got double ways of locking higher vampire, and you're pretty good in a long round. We're on bad coin this time, so I think we want to kick probably Skirm. Skirm seems like an okay kick here, and probably one trap. Okay, this hand's a bit
Clunky.
awkward. Yeah.
We just play Ithling on Sheldon, or do we start an engine?
I think you start with your engine here and TA it. It's really, really sucks if he's got toll removal. I mean, it's probably game losing if he has toll removal, but at the same time, you're on blue here, so you need to be able to put some points on the board.
Right.
You don't really have anything. Okay, that's good for us in a sense. Yeah, in a sense that we can kill that with one of those. So I think you just thin those guys out.
They cannot see us.
And next, you just want to thin out your volunteers, and then you're probably just gonna pass.
I don't know why they changed Iridan.
Mainly because of immunity was very, very toxic for the game, very unhealthy. I think. I don't like the new ability they gave him, but I think immunity needed addressing.
So we just thin.
Yeah. You just play volunteers front row here. Like that Slizzard deck was not intended, right? Like they didn't want you to be able to immune your entire board. That was a style of play that they didn't expect to see play. So you just pass here. It's a pretty good pass. He needs 12 here, so he's not going to be able to do it in 1. You should be fine here. Eridan is a little worrying because Eridan's generally the best long range deck in the game, all the different Eridan styles. But now that it's not immunity anymore, I'm less scared of going into a long range against him.
So he's got odds roll.
Yeah, we got Spear Tip out of him, which is huge for us. That's really good. And now we're not afraid of the bleed, which is nice because he went down 2 cards. So now we can just get away with playing some
jank
cards here. Yeah, so you probably just kick the Roach. You might want that because you might want to play some bad cards here. Yeah, maybe kick the Skin here. Maybe.
Sarissa.
So we didn't actually draw anything we really wanted here, which is a bit annoying. But I guess you play Dragoon first. Yeah, Dragoon first seems fine. This tells us what he wants to do. It's very unlikely he pushes here. I imagine he just passes.
Yeah.
So you just play Ithling now. And the buff Sheldon.
Cool.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, if he is playing Slizzards and stuff, we got the answer with Regis, which is nice. There's our ale. And we just kick that, right?
Yeah, you just kick the Scream here. Kick that as well. That's not really worth it. What else are we looking for in deck? Can you just check the deck real quick for me? 2 Smugglers. Okay. I think you just keep this hand. This hand looks pretty good. In all honesty.
So we go engine first?
Yeah, you play that front row and move it back row. Next you want to play Ale, then you want to play Summon in Circle. Summon in Circle will pull you 2 4s. I think we've got another Dragoon left in deck.
Yeah, we got 1 Dragoon.
Another 1. Yeah, that's fine. So you want to play Ale this turn. Summon in Circle has to come down next turn. There is an argument here to use 2 leader charges just to kill two thrives. It's expensive, but I think it's probably correct.
Kill the neckers.
Yeah, kill neckers. I hate neckers. I say I hate neckers. I absolutely... Neckers are my favourite for provision card to play. So you play Summoning Circle here. But yeah, they're so strong, the neckers.
Yeah, if they don't go unanswered, they can go to 10s possibly.
So you might have Nithrel here. You might Nithrel our Ale, which would be bad for us, but I mean, we've got 4 artifacts, so you can only Nithrel 1. He's probably thinking about whether he wants to Nithrel Summoning Circle or Ale. It's actually better for him to Nithrel Ale at this to Nithrel Summoning Circle, but he didn't know that, so I guess you just play your Regis now and kill that Drainer. Because Summoning Circle, how many Dragoons we got left? We got 1 Dragoon, right? So the Dragoon is representing 8. And I think you lock that.
Do we? Yeah, we lock it, and then the next one we Sheldon.
Yeah, potentially.
Humans are not to be trusted.
It's a shame we didn't have Summoning Circle at that turn. We could have just Dragooned it, but never mind.
Oh yeah, he is ranged now. Oh boy.
So you just kill that with your Sheldon, yeah.
Oh, do we have to play our Summoning Circle first?
You don't have to play it first, no. You play Sheldon first. Actually, wait there. It's fine, actually. It's fine. Play that now for Skirm. Play it for Skirmisher. And hit either one of the 2. It doesn't matter. This sets up for Sursa. Sursa's now online as well, which is nice. Problem is oh man, we've actually got a bit of a problem here. Okay, that's probably good for us because we need to play. We need to play Trap here. Or actually, you could play Ockfist. Either one's fine. I think Ockfist is actually better. Play Ockfist and then play Trap Sarissa. Although it's looking like a win. I mean, we're quite a lot of points ahead here, but our traps are pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Yeah, when they got if you see that oh, I forget his name. Keltheus, is that his name? The dragon. Yeah. So we play Trap.
Yeah, Trap here. It doesn't matter what row. It's fine.
Do we play our Ockfist?
No. I think you keep that. He would have killed it that turn. If you had a way of killing it, you would have killed it that turn.
I think the only way we lose is if he has like Geralt, once again Geralt Pro or something. Man, I would have locked this a long time ago.
I'm surprised he didn't lock it immediately. I mean, I guess that's just a misplay. I guess you just play your other Trap now. The other Trap seems fine. So our first Trap will be worth 6, our second Trap will be worth 8. Okay, our second Trap will be worth more than 8, so that's nice. I guess it will, because that's immune. Not immune,
Well, we can hit it with Sarissa.
Sure, but you only get 2 points if you hit it with Sarissa anyway, so it doesn't really make any difference. I think what you do here is, yeah, you activate your Summoning Circle. You take Dragoon, you play a front row, and you move his 7 to the front. You play Sarissa and hit whatever, anything but a 3. Anything but a 3 is the same value.
Yeah, I think that does it, man. That should be
yeah, I don't think his great pack's enough points.
33 points. 16.
Geralt is probably not enough still. Geralt is 20. 20 is a tie. So yeah, Geralt there is a tie.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, it was good.
Awesome. KINGCHEZZ, thanks for coming through, man. Good luck to you in Challenger. When is that now?
We don't know. We haven't been told yet. Nobody knows. But thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. that's the video for this week, guys. Like always, thank you for watching. Team Leviathan Gaming for what do we got coming up for Team Leviathan Gaming? Anything?
So with Team Leviathan Gaming, we're looking to get out another meta report with the new Crimson Curse patch as quick as possible. It'll probably take a week or so because we want the meta to settle and all of that goodness. But make sure to stay tuned for that because there will be a meta report coming out, and there'll be some deck guides and stuff coming along as we find new and impressive decks.
Absolutely, yeah. I can 100% attest to the meta report being good. The list that I was playing with that Beardy Bog was using last month, for me to get up to rank 5 is pretty good. I don't play a ton of games, but I was getting through pretty good with that discard coral list. So whatever you guys come up with this time, I'm sure it's going to help people climb the ladder for sure. But that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Chez, do you have anything for the wonderful Gwent community?
No, just thanks for having me, and make sure that you guys are supporting me when it comes to Gwent Challenger, right? Because I'm gonna dominate over at Gwent Challenger, and you're gonna see a lot more of KINGCHEZZ.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, definitely check him out on Twitch. You stream what times?
I stream at about 11 a.m. CET to around 4 p.m. CET Monday to Friday.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll put it in the comments for sure. But like always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next Monday on Ladder Leverage.